Alright, so here we are, back in Times Square. Now, our next stop is going to be the B hallway. Now, the B hallway is the longest hallway in Manalapan High School. So while we make our way down to the gyms, let's talk a bit about lockers. Now, there are many middle schools out there, maybe yours is one of them, that restricts the amount of time or the time in which you can go to your locker. But here in high school, you can go to your locker in between every period if you'd like. Right now, as we speak, we're passing by classes that hold electives that fall into the category of family and consumer sciences. Of these include fashion, interior design, and child development. But the most popular of these electives is food science, where you learn how to use recipes and make many different types of foods. Now, all the food science classrooms are equipped with stoves, ovens, sinks, and microwaves. And when the food science students bake cookies, you can smell it throughout the entire hallway. It's awesome. Okay, here we are. This is the domain of phys ed. To your right is the main gym, and to your left is the small gym. Before we can go in, we gotta get changed for gym. You know what that means? Time for the locker room. At the beginning of every phys ed period, you'll be given 5 to 10 minutes to get changed for gym. At the beginning of the year, you'll be given a locker, which comes with its own lock. This, of course, is the boys' locker room. Now, I've never been in the girls' locker room, but I've heard the only difference is the smell. Those girls must really stink. Now, if you'll excuse me for a minute, I gotta get changed. Well, here we are, one of Manalapan High School's 3 main gyms. Now, the first thing you'll notice with the physical education program here at MHS is the amount of freedom it offers its students. Throughout your high school career, you will actually get to choose which gym activities you'd like to take for every marking period. And there are plenty of activities to choose from, like basketball, volleyball, indoor soccer. Alright guys, I don't have any more hands here. Okay, alright. Okay, stop throwing balls at me! Luckily, all these activities don't all happen at the same time. For example, in the spring and fall, a lot of activities happen outside, while in the winter, all of the activities are inside. However, as incoming freshmen, you will not be taking basketball or football for physical education in your first marking period. For in your first marking period, you have to take a mandatory course known as freshman fitness. Freshman fitness takes up all the first marking period and will test your body in many ways. For example, it'll test your stamina, your flexibility, your agility, and your strength. It's not as bad as you think. Speaking of strength, Manalapan High School also has a fully equipped weight room located in the H hallway, which is directly behind the main gym and connected to the B hallway. Now, for all you student athletes out there, this might become your home away from home. Plus, if you intend on taking weight training as a gym activity, you're going to spend a lot of time right in here. So let's say you just got out of gym. Freshman fitness was really tough on you today, and you could use a drink. Now, although there's a great deal of water fountains dispersed around Manalapan High School, many students decide to buy their own drink at one of Manalapan's many vending machines. Now, the vending machines at Manalapan High School offer a great selection, and as students, you'll be able to access them at any time except for during lunch periods. Other than that, they're all yours. Now, before we leave the B hallway, I want to talk about one more thing. In every year of high school, 3 out of the 4 marking periods are devoted to physical education. The last one is devoted to health. In your freshman year of health, you learn about making life choices, along with the male and female reproductive systems. Yep, brings me back to my freshman year of health. Well, good luck with that. Alright, back in Times Square. Why don't we take a walk down the C hallway so I can tell you guys a bit about the bell schedules. The C hallway holds some of the many classes offered at Manalapan High School. Now, on a typical day, homeroom begins at 7:30 and is 5 minutes long. Every class period is exactly 45 minutes long, and lunch is a half hour. Now, although there are 11 periods during the day, this doesn't mean that you have 11 classes all 45 minutes long. In fact, you'll have more like 7 classes during the day. You'll understand this better when you see your individual schedules. At the end of every period, you will have 5 minutes to get to your next class. Although I can't tell you exactly how far away all your classes are from each other, I do know this. When you hear this sound, no matter where you are, things are about to get very crowded. See you upstairs. Alright, now that stampede is over, let's get back to the tour. Right now, we are in the upstairs E hallway. Notice how the rooms in the upper level of the building are denoted with numbers in the 200s, while rooms in the lower level of the building are denoted with numbers in the 100s. Now, every hallway in Manalapan High School has a mix of different types of classes. However, each one has one predominant type of class. In the case of the E hallway, this type is foreign language. So here we are with Senora Dunphy, a Spanish teacher here at Manalapan High School. Now, Senora Dunphy, would you be able to tell us a little bit about the foreign language department?
Sí, Santiago, por supuesto, me gustaría mucho.
I'll take that as a yes. Okay, Senora Dunphy, what are the different languages offered here at Manalapan High School?
Oh, pues aquí ofrecemos español, por supuesto. También tenemos italiano, hay ruso, y este año hemos empezado con chino.
Okay. Now, could students continue learning a language that they already began learning in middle school?
Pueden continuar, o si quieren, pueden empezar una lengua nueva.
Fantastic. What do you think is the best part of taking a foreign language?
Pues las clases son muy divertidas y no solamente estudiamos la lengua, también estudiamos la cultura y la literatura.
Wow. Now, one final question. Who is the best darn film host in the industry? Go ahead, you can say it, they know.
No sé, Santiago. Hay muchos. No puedo pensar en solamente uno.
The woman knows what she's talking about. Okay, so we've been through a good portion of the school. So now, I want to talk about... Looks like your phone's ringing. Hey, you know, you should really be careful. MHS has a strict cell phone policy, and you definitely don't want to get caught.
Hand it over.
Wait, you can't take it away from them yet. It's not their fault. I didn't tell them the rules about them yet.
This one time.
Phew. That was a close one. Now look, Manalapan has a very strict no cell phone policy. If you get caught with one, not only will it be taken away, but your parent or guardian will have to schedule an appointment with the school to get it back. Your best bet? Just keep it in your locker. Because if you keep on getting caught, you might be sent down to the office. Speaking of the office, why don't we head over down to the office hallway right now?